Hi guys, welcome all of you to my first video on legal aspects of business or legal environment of business. The course is known by different names like mercantile law, business law, or legal aspects of business or legal environment of business. This course is mainly for the non-law students. Of course, the law students also study in detail, but it is meant for those who are studying business or commerce, who also need to know some of the aspects of business law. In this paper, we cover contracts law, company law, then we cover intellectual property rights, Negotiable Instruments Act, and so on. That is, most of the laws are related to business, and therefore they need to know some aspects of the law. The first session that is actually the introduction to the course, that is the legal aspects of business or introduction to legal environment of business. I myself, Dr. Laila Memdani, uh, would like you to introduce this course. Now, the question is, what is the purpose of law? The purpose of law is to maintain status quo in the society, that is, to maintain the society, see that there are no disturbances, to maintain peace and order, then to ensure stability and security of social order. The social order which is existing must be preserved and protected, and the stability must be there to enable individuals maximum freedom to assert themselves and to determine the sphere within which the existence and activity of each individual will be secure and free. So, if there is no law, then the activities of individuals will not be secure and free. Like even now, there are so many rape cases in India in this period as well. When we have the law to protect the women, there are stringent laws, then also this is happening. And one of the reason why there is so low participation of women in workforce is the insecurity of women outside their homes. That is, outside their homes, they are not secure and free. Now, coming to the sources of law, the sources of law are formal sources. Formal sources are legal sources like statutes, precedents, and legislation. Then there are historical sources also, like Manusmriti in India, Roman law, legislation, legislatures in all the countries they make laws. In India, we have at the state level legislative assemblies, and at the central level we have parliament which makes laws. And yeah, we have the classification of law. The first is imperative law. Imperative law gives the acts which are to be done, which are not to be done, and so on, like traffic rules, which are imperative for all to be followed. Physical law. Physical laws are the laws of physics, which we don't have anything to do with it. Natural law. Natural law is again the laws of nature. Conventional law, like, yeah, there are so many conventions, and the Hindu personal law to a large extent in India is based on the Hindu conventions and customs. Then practical law, which is practically followed, civil law, and the opposite of civil law is the criminal law, law of contracts, company law, etc., etc. And yeah, we will be studying in this course about the law of contracts, company law, Consumer Protection Act, Negotiable Instruments Act. Then we have torts. What is a tort? A tort is a form of civil wrong. It is explained in terms of malfeasance. What does malfeasance mean? It is a misconduct, like driving a car without license. It is a misconduct. Without license, you are not supposed to drive a car, but you drive the car without a valid license. Misfeasance, unlawful manner, driving a car at an excessive speed. You are breaking the two law. Like you are driving the car without license, and then you are driving the law, you are driving the car at an excessive speed, and then there is non-feasance. It is non-performance of an act. Failure to do duty may cause injury, like a doctor who doesn't treat the patient, or maybe when the patient visits, he doesn't respond to them, visits his clinic or hospital, and it causes injury to the patient. There are certain general conditions for liability in torts. There must be wrong committed by the person, like he's driving the car without a valid license. So, this is the wrong committed by a person. Then the wrongful act must result in legal damages, like he may go and hit somebody without, he is driving a car without a valid license, and he's causing a legal damage, that is he's going and hitting someone. And a legal remedy in the form of action or damages. Now, what is the legal remedy? The legal remedy may be the court may ask you to give the compensation to the injured party. The court may ask you to pay for the expenses incurred by the injured party plus compensation. Now, in this session, we also have about the Constitution of India. Constitution of India is the supreme. It has the sovereign power, government, legislature, that is executive, legislature, and judiciary, all are under the Constitution of India. It has the supreme power or the sovereign power in the country. The preamble of the Constitution, it reads, "We the people of India." That is, it means that the people of India have given the Constitution, declared that we constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Sovereign means supreme power. Socialist, that is the aim of the society, is to reduce the inequalities in income and wealth. We have to see that all are provided with employment opportunities, all are provided with educational facilities, and the inequalities in income and wealth is reduced. Secular state doesn't have any religion, and democratic republic. It aims to provide justice to all, and justice is social, economic, and political. Liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. So we have liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. Belief, faith, and worship, all of you know. And nowadays, liberty of thought and expression also. You can post anything on Facebook, Instagram. Of course, if it is yeah, sometimes controversial topic, you may be in trouble. Equality of status and opportunity. that is all have equality of status and opportunity. When you go for job, all the job candidates are equal. Of course, some reservations are provided by the constitution to supreme scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward societies, and to promote among all fraternity, assuring dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. So, this is the preamble of our constitution. Then we have the national law. National law is the law of land. Constitution of India is the supreme law of the nation. It provides rights, duties, and the liberties of the citizens. So, the law within our country is the national law. And every citizen is supposed to be aware of the national law. Anybody cannot give the excuse that he was not aware of the law. You are supposed to be aware of the law of land in which you stay, in which way you are the citizen of the country. Then, international law. It is the body of rules and regulations which are binding on the states. Now, international law is considered as the weak law because there is no sovereign authority to implement this law. Now, coming to the justice delivery system in India, we have Supreme Court, High Court, and subordinate courts. Then there are civil courts, metropolitan and city civil courts. Then there are criminal courts, district courts, session courts, magistrate courts, and then there are tribunals like Central Administrative Tribunal, Industrial Tribunal, Labor Tribunal, and Consumer Disputes Redressal Tribunal. Civil law, it governs the litigation arising between individuals over properties, monetary affairs, accidents, etc. The person who does civil wrong has not done any crime actually. That's why it comes under the civil law. Maybe there is some property dispute, maybe there is some monetary dispute, and such things. Liability to compensate the affected party is in monetary terms. There is no imprisonment in this case. Then there is criminal law. In criminal cases, the government, for violation or injury to public rights, files suits. State takes the initiative to file the case. Criminal law governs cases arising out of theft, murder, cheating, etc. The nature of punishment is monetary as well as imprisonment, and sometimes capital punishment also. And nowadays people are demanding capital punishment for the rape cases as well. So, with this, we are done with the introduction to the course. If you have any doubts, any comments, or any suggestions, please mention in the comments.